Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. It's Valentine's Day. Hope everybody's having a good one. We're going to talk about some SmackDown tonight. And if you're mad about getting SmackDown spoiled for you, well then, hey, it's Valentine's Day. Get out of the house, try to get a girl, and get laid. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, come on. But tonight, Jack Swagger finds some redemption. I know that he's been involved in a pretty good tag team, him and Antonio Cesaro. I honestly thought that, the people, the Americans would go out there, and I thought they would become, a championship team. They've always looked real strong, when they were out there, and they had good matches all the time with the Rhodes family, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, and it looked like they were going to have a bright future in the tag team division, and it was to be something to, keep him moving in the right direction. For as much people, that like to think that, Jack Swagger's career is somewhat of a failure because of that World Heavyweight Championship run. This guy's been World Heavyweight Champion. He's won an Elimination Chamber. He's won the United States title. He's got a lot under his belt. He's got a WrestleMania title match against Alberto Del Rio, which he didn't win. He's got a pot arrest to go with his, his repertoire on his Wikipedia page. But I don't know. I've always been a big fan of Swagger since I saw him in ECW. I thought that he was the guy that I thought was going to have a real bright future. Yeah, the way his voice was in ECW really did bug me a little bit too. But I just thought that, the amateur background and just the look of the guy, his size and everything, this was a guy that I wanted to staple myself to and be like, this guy is going to be fucking awesome. This guy is going to be the man. It's not so much that, I've become less of a fan, but it's just like that there's other guys that have come along. And Biggie Langston is a guy that I really like. And with Swagger winning the match on SmackDown, he wrestled against Rey Mysterio, Mark Henry, Kofi Kingston in a fatal four-way, and the winner became the number one contender at the Elimination Chamber. And I know he was the only heel in there, so it would make sense that he would fight Langston and he would win the match. But Kofi Kingston beat Randy Orton on Raw just a few weeks ago, to the point I was like, well, they wouldn't just give him this win out of the middle of nowhere for the one fact that they're going to probably end up having to put Kofi in the chamber, and they want somebody in there who's going to, have some of a story that, this guy's hot. He beat Orton only a few weeks ago. He could do it again, but instead, they went with Christian. They went with Cesaro as two names to sort of fill that out. So, now Kofi's on the outside looking in, without even having a match. It's sort of just like he beat Orton, but, that's it. It's sort of the way that Kofi Kingston's career is gone. Having two of the guys that, I've put my name on and said these guys are going to be awesome is going to be fun for me. Biggie Langston versus Jack Swagger should be a fun, good match. I know that Jack Swagger has a storyline where, it seems like Uncle Zeb is all sort of, excited about what Cesaro is doing, because Cesaro has a chance in the chamber. Cesaro has a chance to become the World Heavyweight Champion of the WWE, or whatever they're calling it these days. And so, honestly, yeah, if you're the manager of the group, honestly, you're going to be putting more eggs into that basket. But, for Zeb, going into the pay-per-view with a shot at the Intercontinental title and a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, you got to be thinking pretty good about your stable right now. Of course, this is the same match that Rey Mysterio got injured in. I made a video about that last night. That's up there. And, we'll have to see how bad it is. I guess, there was something that came out this morning that said that he wasn't on the WWE's injury report. So maybe they haven't been able to assess how bad the injury is, or maybe they're just not putting it on paper to say how bad that is. But I think we all knew Mark Henry wasn't winning that match. He did have his big comeback on Raw, where he came back and returned. I know some people were hoping to see Rob Van Dam in there, but Swagger vs. Big E, the pay-per-view. It's going to be a good one. We're all pumped up. We're all excited. Tonight, SmackDown. Swagger in the house. Number 1 contender for the Intercontinental title. We coming for you, Biggie Langston.